Hello. Can you hear me? I'm trying to get my music situation set up here. But you can hear me, yeah? I got to put my mic in too. Can you not hear me? She's not responding. Okay. There's no sound. How about now? Can you hear me now? Yep. All right. So Annika, tonight you were my only Zoom student. Holly came to class. She's here in the room. And so we've got 4 people this evening in the room and we've got you on Zoom. So thank you for being here. Let me get my phone set up on the little tripod thingy. Hang on. Okay, that should work. We still have a lot of joy pulsating. Turn that way so that you're facing the wall, so your feet are facing the wall. You're not going to do it. 4, 5. Fill up your belly, and your ribs kick out. Biggest breath, take it all the way. Thank you for the day of freedom to walk an unexpected and spirited path. I am eager to see where we can go together. Let's get lost. All right. Next. It says that breath manifests itself in seconds. I'm going to shut this down. I don't have my phone back the whole time. So just working through cat and cow. Using your breath and feeling free to move your body in any kind of way that it wants to go, right? So it's not just cat and cow, but it's all the things. To leave my phone running on. Oh, there she's on. Dog and even kind of go into that, feel free. You really just kind of have a lot of freedom in this moment right now. Oh, I love to see all your bodies moving exactly how they. It would be music to my ears if my ears were my eyes. Good. And to be really honest, I haven't been practicing much. I haven't been doing a big practice or even much of a standing type practice. And so I'm working my way back to standing poses and opening up. And so just notice the parts of your body that are feeling restricted and love on that. For me, it's my hamstring, my waist. I can tell that I'm super tight. Oh, she's saying she couldn't hear me. Let's see. Huh. Must have been something with my mic not connecting or something. I'm gonna. Okay, good. You guys are doing so good. Thank you. I apologize for this kind of interruption. Okay, beautiful. Now from here, so let's actually come onto a seat. I'm feeling like some seated poses today. My knee is really loose. Okay, good. She's coming back. I'm gonna test it and see. Okay, Annika, can you tell me, give me a thumbs up. Can you hear me from over here? Was that a yes? I think there was I think the connector wasn't connected all the way in on my mic. And so we're good now. I'm so sorry. Okay, I feel bad. You missed the prayer and the whole thing. All right. You're gonna hang out right here with me. You get to be close to me today. All right. So coming onto your seat, let's bring legs out long in front of us. This is kind of fun having Annika right here. Let's have legs right out in front and inhale to reach your arms up high to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward at your hips and to your depth. And it might not be very far. It might be like right here, right? And that's okay. There's medicine in here. So just finding your depth, right? And legs can be bent. If it works better to have legs like this and hinge forward, you could do that too. So sometimes hamstrings are just awfully tight and they want to complain. And so the idea here is that you're getting a forward bend, however it's going to work best in your body today. And this would be a great opportunity for a strap if you have one and you want to use it around your feet, right? Because with the strap, it changes the energetic a little bit. You can really lift through your chest and kind of lead with your chest if you're strapped up. Or you could choose, again, kind of more bent legs and a draping if you wanted it to be that, right? So you have a couple choices here. And just breathing into whatever it's going to be for you today. Noticing what the backs of your legs are feeling like. Mine are super tight. And just breathing into that space, finding a sweet spot to rest in, knowing that it's not forever, it's just for now. Spontaneity, right? Let's go back to the prayer. I feel like tonight's already been spontaneous. Thank you for this day of freedom to walk an unexpected and spirited path. I am eager to see where we can go together. Let's get lost, tempting fate with frolic and impetuousness. And so I've been kind of frolicking all day today. And my 13-year-old thinks I'm a little bit weird. I frolic more than he does. So good, keep breathing here. Last few breaths. We'll rise all the way back up. Let's go ahead and pull the right foot into the inner thigh, and we'll do a little stretch over this left leg. So inhale, reach the hands. Exhale, fold over your leg. Opportunity to add a prop here to your leg. You could put your bolster on top of your leg and rest your head onto it. You could stack up your blocks here and rest your forehead. I'm working with what I got. So I got blocks. So that's what I'm going to work with. But finding for yourself what's going to work here. And just breathing. Again, just noticing, what is the state of your being today? Did you wake up with any kind of heaviness in your system, or did you wake up feeling light? Did you not even notice how you woke up this morning? That's a good indication that a little more presence gets to be had, right? I'm doing this 40 days of devotion challenge where you really wake up and devote to a morning practice. And today was day one. You always got to have a day one, right? And every day is a new day for it to be day one, a new day to start over, right? And then let's see, go ahead and stay where you're at. Last few breaths. And go ahead and bring yourself all the way back up, and inhale to reach your right arm up to the sky. Bring in your left hand maybe onto your shin or onto the floor, and then stretch out over your leg, reaching that right arm as much as it wants to go, and turning your chest, revolving it up towards the sky here, so that we don't want the chest facing the floor. We want it to try to face the ceiling or the sky as much as it can. Soft face, the jaw is soft, no clenching. Good. Exhale that right arm behind you, and we're going to press up into that little, I don't remember what this pose is called. I call it baby wild thing. I don't know where I picked that up. That's where we're going. Baby wild thing today. So big, long stretch all along the left side of your body. Notice the places that feel tight. Oh my goodness. For me, it's like my armpit and my waist. It's so tight in there. And just keep breathing. And exhale to release. Oh. Stretch out towards your foot with your opposite arm. We're going to do a little flow here. Kind of folding down, a couple breaths. And then reach back with that right hand. Press into the floor. Another time, reaching up. 2 breaths here. And exhale to lower. Let's take that again. Reaching over with that right arm. You may or may not be able to reach your foot. Don't pay attention to me. I've got monkey arms. My parents gave them to me. And then again, one more time, reaching back. Last time here. Make it count. Really reach, and stretch. Breathe into it. Good. Exhale, release. We'll bring both feet to the floor in a little windshield wipery action here. Might feel good. Oh, let's do the second side. I'm feeling quite spontaneous today. All right. And so now that you know kind of what we're doing, you know which props you want to have with you for the ride. So having them available. And then another side note I want to put here is when we do this pose where we're folding over this leg, or we're in this position, you actually have a choice. And I'm realizing that I have not given you that choice. You could fold more into the center here if it gives you more, depth to get into, if folding over the leg doesn't feel good maybe in your back or for your hamstring or for whatever reason. So kind of test it out. Like, do you want to fold over your leg or do you want to more fold into the middle? And so you have a choice here, okay? So finding what's going to work best for you and however deep it is that you want to go. Your leg can be perfectly straight or it can be bent. It is your practice, your body, and you know your body. You're the master, the keeper of your body. I am just here to offer out suggestions for how to move your body in this practice today. So again, just choosing if you want to add any support, letting this be as supportive as it wants to be for you. Notice your breath, notice any tendencies, any little habits that you might have. If you're clenching or squeezing anything, let it go. If you're resting on a prop, see if you can allow your upper body to really loosen. You're not going to be here much longer. Okay, starting to walk yourself back up to your seat. And we're going to take that little flow. So the left hand comes behind you and inhale to reach up. And exhale, we'll go 3 breaths for this first one so that you can notice the tight places. It's the same for me on this side. It's actually a little bit worse. This is my non-dominant side. And then lower, good. And then reach over with the opposite hand, fold over the leg, take a breath, just moving back and forth like that. And you can move at your own pace. So we're going to do this 2 more times. Remembering that your breath is your medicine. Your breath is the vehicle that drives your body. Manifesting incessant, breath of life, manifesting incessant. That's what the lyric is. It says breath of life, manifesting incessant. Everything pleasant presents in the present. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together now for butterfly pose. And this would be a great place. If you have a strap, I would say strap up your feet and use it. If not, you could interlace your fingers and wrap them around the bottoms of your feet and then lift up. All of you have a strap. Oh my goodness. This is so, see, that works though. It's perfect. It's perfect. Good. I'm so glad. This is like, makes my heart happy when everybody has the things that are going to support their practice. It's been a long road coming back into the in-person teaching without the props available. So yeah. Okay, so here you have an opportunity to stretch out your shoulders, maybe even tucking your chin in towards your chest, and just notice if that creates anything for you. It certainly does in my body, but not all bodies are built the same, as we know. I've been working on the computer a lot, so I'm noticing lots of shoulder tension. And so notice for yourself, where might you be feeling any tension and where could you breathe into it to allow it to settle a little bit? Oh, whoops, sorry about that. There is a mistaken, that's not the prayer. Whoops. Let's see. Remind me when I hesitate to follow my excitement that magic reveals itself in unstructured movement and communication. To hold back is to forbid the dawning to occur. I've been thinking a lot about magic lately. I've been thinking a lot about the ways that people view magic, or what is magical, right? Some people don't really have a sense of like what magic could be, or where little doses of magic land in their day. And so I would love for you to maybe, while you're sitting here breathing, identify something that might have happened in the past week or month that seemed really magical. Maybe it was just a moment that you can remember, and see if you can connect to it. Use your breath, connect to that magical moment, whatever it was. I can think of mine, and it was very tiny, and it just happened yesterday, and it was just very little. It was just one tiny little moment. And so when you can recognize those tiny little moments as magic, then every tiny little moment that is magical creates this huge container for magic to occur. And then you'll start to notice magic everywhere when you start to notice the little things, right? Okay, like 5 more breaths here. Good. Last breath. Go ahead and pull your legs together. Let's go ahead and roll down onto the back again. Coming all the way down, hugging your knees into your chest. We're going to take some twisting and some banana asana and some reclined pigeon, do all the back things. All right, so just rocking first, just to begin to notice what your low back is feeling like. Maybe even separating your legs and pulling them around into a circle and then out. I don't have a name for this. I call it breaststroke, but on your back. I don't really know what it's called. Oh, just creating movement in the low back, checking out what your hips feel like. So movement in the hips. Let's go ahead and extend both feet up to the sky. Since all of you have a strap, go ahead and strap your feet up here. Just stretch in or feel into your hamstrings. So really use that strap and play around here. You're not stuck with your legs together. So if you want to go exploratory with your strap and do all kinds of things here, the floor is all yours. I'm going to dive back into the prayer and let you have fun time with your strap. See, spontaneous. Okay. What expressions might emerge when I am uncensored, enraptured, unpredictable, it in your game of tag? What will happen if my wildness is constructed as offensive? Some people think that spontaneity is offensive. They think wildness is offensive. I'm going to tell you a little story. Right before I got here, I stopped at the parking lot of that Presbyterian church just right up there, and it was really shady because I got here about a half an hour early, and I was listening to a song that I really liked, and I parked my car and I opened up the door and I got out and I started dancing, and cars were driving by and people were looking at me like, what is that girl doing? And I was just dancing. Spontaneous, right? And somebody might have seen that and been like, what the F is that girl doing? That person was offended maybe by my spontaneity. Because why? Because they wish they could express themselves. And I don't even know that such a person existed out there. I'm just making it up. But if they did, potentially maybe because they fear their own expression, right? And so when you see and when you witness somebody in their full expression, next time you see that, like, notice what comes up in you. Do you notice the like, oh, wow, how amazing is that? Or do you notice like, what is that? What in the world is that person doing? And so, just to have that wildness about you, Maybe only your family sees it, and that's okay. Maybe you're wild with your dog at home. It doesn't have to be witnessed by anybody. It doesn't even have to be witnessed by anyone but you. Good. You guys are doing awesome. You're really good at being spontaneous because you're doing it right now in this moment, playing with your strap. Your body already knows what it wants. I'm just here to give you ideas, right? We're here to be together in community. Good. All right. I'm gonna give you about 1 more minute here to play around. I would say an opportunity to strap each leg individually and open your leg out to the side. So for like a big open, yes. There you go. And yeah, you could rest your leg on your bolster with your strap if you want to. That's like one of my favorites right there. Leg on the bolster, on the strap. Wonderful. So if you want to do the second side, now is your chance. I'll give you a little bit of music. There you go. Spontaneous. Oh, I'm a little goofy today, you guys. A little goofy. All right, go ahead and release your straps. Let's go ahead and do happy baby. Baby wants to be happy. Rock from side to side. I like to rock like almost all the way over to my side so that the side body kind of makes contact with the floor. Because we don't lay like that often where the side of your waist makes contact with your mat. I mean, you might lay like that in your bed when you go to sleep at night, right? But not so much when we're on our yoga mat. Okay. Let's go ahead and take reclined pigeon. So placing your right foot down onto the earth, crossing your left ankle over your right knee. We'll start on this side. You could stay right here by pressing your left knee away from your body. You could keep your leg anchored into the ground and pressing your left knee away from you. Or you could lift your legs up off of the floor and be invited into a deeper version of this stretch. And if you decide to lift your legs up off the floor, now you have an invitation to explore with your right leg whether it wants to stay bent or whether it might want to extend straight with your foot up towards the sky. And so make that choice for yourself. And once you've made that choice, I want you to find some stillness in the pose and maybe even walk your shoulder blades in. So kind of lifting up and walking your shoulder blades in so that your outer shoulders are pressing towards your mat. And maybe tuck your chin just a little bit towards your chest. Okay. I know that's like a lot of things, but once you get there, if it feels right, you'll know. And now here, the invitation is to add that breathing, that deep breath, maybe even in through the nose and out through the mouth a couple of times to settle in here. Notice what you feel resistance to. This pose usually tends to bring up resistance. So what is it that feels like it's in resistance in your body right now? Is there something about how I've asked you to position yourself that might feel like you want to resist? Maybe it doesn't feel right and you need to make an adjustment, and that's okay. You can do that. But if you're there and it feels right in your body, but your mind wants to resist it, well, that's part of yoga. That's okay. Good. Keep breathing here. Tolerate my meanderings. Grant me my verbosities and explorations. Help me permit myself to know the joy in chasing amazement without overcautiousness. So to chase joy and amazement without overcautiousness. If I would have been overcautious, would I have got out of my car in that parking lot and just started dancing? Hell no, I wouldn't have. I'd have been like, oh my gosh, is somebody watching me? There's no way I'm going to do that. Right. And I over here, I was like, I don't care. I give no F's whatsoever. I'm just living in my complete and utter joy. Right. So overcautiousness can lead to tampered expression, and then you're holding back, and then your throat chakra is all blocked up and you can't say anything. You can't ever get your point across, and you don't ever get to express. So that my contribution from this is to practice not being overly cautious. And if that means just in front of your mirror, then so be it. And it's you and you. And it's perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and switch sides here. And you get to make those choices for yourself on this side, whatever it is that you would like to do. And it could be different this time. You could see like, oh, do I want to lift my legs on this side? Or do I want to keep my legs down on the ground and just kind of press my knee away and breathe a little bit? It's the beautiful thing about this practice is that you get to adapt it. And every single time you get on your mat, it's something different. My practice is never the same. Even if I do the same asana, the same poses in the same order, it doesn't feel the same in my body from day to day or session to session, right? So even when you think you're doing nothing, consider that your body is doing so much. Even if you were just lying there in Shavasana right now, your body would be exploding with spontaneity on the inside. You have a whole entire universe inside of you that is working to keep you alive. Breath of life manifesting incessant. Everything pleasant presents in the present. Notice your breath. Notice any resistance. Breathe in possibility. Let go of resistance. Good. All right, go ahead and release this side. I'm going to take twist. And so I'm not going to give you a specific twist. I'm going to offer you to take the twist that you want to take. And you already know what it is. I know that you do. So this is your opportunity for your twist. I will just cue twisting to whichever side you want to go to. So starting with your first side, I'm going to give you about 2 minutes on each side for your twist. So using your breath, using your props if you want them, allowing yourself to be as supported as you choose to be in this moment. Right? It's a choice. How much can you receive? How much support are you really open to receiving? A lot of times we think that we're receiving love or we're receiving support. We don't realize all the ways that we block it from actually entering. We deflect. We say, oh no, it's okay. No, I don't need that. Oh no. Yes, yes, you do. Yes, please. Support me, please. Thank you. Right? Okay, keep breathing here. Allow your face to soften. Allow your jaw to soften. Wringing out anything that no longer serves you today. This is the twist that wrings it out. 3 more breaths on this side. Okay, go ahead and inhale and then exhale to come back to center. So when you inhale and then you exhale and roll through the center, that exhale breath contracts your abdomen and that allows you to use your muscles to roll back to the middle. And then you're going to take your twist on your second side. Again, and it could be a different twist on this side. That's how mine would have to be because my back has a different situation from one side to the other. We'll just care for your body, how it knows that it needs to be cared for. Direct me to make meaning of what lands in front of me at the crossroads. Help me speak up on behalf of others who do not have a voice. Devote me to seeking out the experiences that give birth to change and transformation, and teach me to love the quest through witnessing the transformative process in myself and others. Sometimes we have to be the spokespeople for others that aren't willing to or can't for whatever reason, right? That's part of spontaneity, is noticing when somebody needs your assistance to speak up for what's right or speak out against what's wrong. Not everybody is going to have the courage to do it and to be spontaneous enough to say, hey, hear me when I say this. And maybe that's you, right? Maybe not. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the one that's going to speak up and you're going to be the one needing assistance. I got you. I'm here for you. But you also have to be here for yourself. You get to love you. God gave you you. God gave you you. Last few breaths on this side. Okay, go ahead and come out of that twist. I'm going to take reclined tree. So just lying here on your back, bring the left sole of your foot to the inner right thigh. Feel free, if you have a blanket or anything, you could add a blanket like underneath the knee, the leg that's bent, if you wanted to, just for a little support under your knee. Or if your leg doesn't quite meet the floor, because sometimes they don't, right? You could put your block underneath your knee for support. And once you find the pose, once you're there, I'd like for you to put one hand on your chest, one hand on your stomach. And again, tune back into your beingness right now. Oh, here's the train. I was just thinking, we don't have a train. We haven't had a train, and here it comes. I literally just thought that. All right, so tune into your inner beingness. That is just the state of your heart, mind, and soul. Notice the quality of your breath. Notice if it's shifted since we started practice. Are you more aware of your breathing? Intrigue me, shake me up when I become too settled. Be the delightful sound my throat is yearning to try. Let my body dance unbridled in the way it most wants to move. Let my hands sculpt the shapes that stir up awe. I am determined to find my groove with you and grow my trust in how I show it. Let's go ahead and switch sides with your tree pose. And on this next side, I want you to imagine that you're actually standing on the earth in this pose. Imagine the scenery. Where on the earth would you be if you were actually standing in tree pose? If you could stand in tree pose anywhere in the world right now, where would it be? Your favorite place? Maybe there's a special place at the ocean. Maybe there's a special place on a piece of property that you have attachments to. What kind of tree are you? Are you a palm tree? Or a Douglas fir? Or a mighty oak? Maybe a cherry blossom? Maybe a cedar? Or a weeping willow? Make me gritty and magical in the ways I honor life. Help me articulate my outlandish ideas and be open to varying schools of thought about how to make them real. Prepare me to be unafraid of contrast and pony me up with the skills of improvisation. Be the spurs of the moment in my sides, and let's ride. All right, go ahead and extend both legs. And I'd love it if you would add your bolster underneath your knees. We're going to move into Shavasana. And I'm just taking you right there. Shavasana, bolster under the knees, blanket over your body, your sweater, whatever it is that you want. It's feeling a little chilly in here to me. I turned off the AC, but I still hear it running. I didn't bring an extra layer with me today like I usually do. I need to remember now that we have AC going that I'm going to need a little sweater. All right. Start deepening your breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Maybe wiggling fingers and toes. Beginning to bring your body back. I know that was a short Shavasana. I'm so sorry. Oh, just coming back. Maybe stretching your hands up overhead. Reaching with your feet. We'll meet in a seat at the top of the mat. How's everybody feeling? Yeah. You gonna jump out of your car in parking lots and go dance now? You could come with me. We could have a dance party together. I'll lead. Oh, so I've been doing this thing that I call I'm calling myself a high vibe dealer. My Instagram name is High Vibe Dealer. And when I go and I dance like that, and I go do it with intention, I intentionally go places and dance. That's me dealing out high vibes. That's my high vibe dealing. And so like, I like to go up on Tubbs Hill and I'll, in my Instagram stories, and I'm like, I'm high vibe dealing up on Tubbs Hill. Just going to go do some high vibe dealing today. And I was at a concert and I told this gentleman that I was a high vibe dealer, and he's like, what? I'm like, he's like, what are you dealing? And I'm like, positivity, like love. And he's like, okay, sure, whatever. So spontaneity, that was the theme of our class. All right, so let's bring our hands down to the floor. All tuning into the earth right here and our connection to one another. Imagining that we have roots growing out from underneath us that are just spreading deep, keeping us anchored to the earth plane so that our bodies know that we are safe here and that we are safe to create anything that we want to do here in the world. And then roots growing out from your fingertips that are spreading all around this room towards one another and over to Annika on Zoom, wherever she's at in Spokane. Oh, she left. Well, we're spreading them to her anyway, even though she left early. I'm going to have a talk with her. She thought my eyes were closed and I didn't know. All right. Well, we're spreading our roots over to Annika no matter what. And let's turn our hands up and inhale, scoop up all this energy of spontaneity, and exhale, bring it down with you to your heart. I hope that you're able to find any kind of a moment this upcoming week where you could be spontaneous. And if I remember, which I probably won't, but if I remember, I'm going to ask you next week if you were able to be spontaneous, even if it was just by yourself in your house, like where nobody had to witness it. And I just want to thank you for showing up to practice and showing up here for yourself and allowing me the opportunity to be your teacher today. Namaste. Monica. Texting her right now. Where did you go? You don't get to